Robert Blake and Jane Mouton were two American management theoreticians who published the Managerial Grid in 1964. The grid came into existence when Blake and Mouton were hired as consultants by Exxon. They wanted to give a more nuanced picture of the leader than you get by using McGregor's X and Y theory. The leader is placed in the managerial grid, and he takes into account only two dimensions. The leader's concern for production is placed on the x-axis. This is the degree to which a leader emphasizes concrete objectives, organizational efficiency, and high productivity when deciding how best to accomplish a task. The second dimension is concern for people, also sometimes called staff. It is placed on the y-axis. This is the degree to which a leader considers the needs of team members, their interests, and areas of personal development when deciding how best to accomplish a task. The two axes are both numbered from 1 to 9, where 1 is low and 9 is high. We will use the two axes to plot leadership concerns for production versus concerns for people. Blake and Mouton defined 5 leadership styles. The 5 styles are located in 1.9, 9.1, 1.1, 5.5, and 9.9. The 5 styles are as follows. Leadership Style 1.9, low concern for production and high concern for people. Style 1.9 is called Country Club Leadership. This style of leader is most concerned about the needs and feelings of members of his team. These people operate under the assumption that as long as team members are happy and secure, then they will work hard. What tends to result is a work environment that is very relaxed and fun, but where production suffers due to lack of direction and control. A typical statement from a country club leader is, "It should always be fun to go to work." Leadership Style 9.1, high concern for production and low concern for people, is the reverse of the previous leadership style 1.9. Leadership Style 9.1 is called Produce or Perish leadership, also known as authoritarian or compliance leaders. Leaders in this category believe that employees are simply a means to an end. Employee needs are always secondary to the need for efficient and productive workplaces. This type of leader is very autocratic, has strict work rules, policies, and procedures, and views punishment as the most effective means to motivate employees. A typical statement from a perish leader is, "Do as you are told or you are fired." Leadership Style 1.1, low concern for production and low concern for people. Leadership Style 1.1 is called Impoverished leadership. This leader is mostly ineffective. He has neither a high regard for creating systems for getting the job done, nor for creating a work environment that is satisfying and motivating. He doesn't care. The result is a place of disorganization, dissatisfaction, and disharmony. The leadership type creates a very bad atmosphere amongst the staff. The staff do not get any feedback about their work or themselves. A typical comment from the staff is he our leader? I thought it was a guest appearance." Leadership Style 5.5 – Medium concern for production and medium concern for people. Leadership Style 5.5 is called middle-of-the-road leadership. This style seems to be a balance of the two competing concerns. It may at first appear to be an ideal compromise. Therein lies the problem. When you compromise, you necessarily give away a bit of each concern, so that neither production nor people needs are fully met. Leaders who use this style settle for average performance and often believe that this is the most anyone can expect. It all gets a bit stuck in the middle. Not good, but not too bad. It's an okay place to work and we produce an okay product. We belong in every way to the grey masses. You must, as a leader, never accept this position. A leader in point 5.5 has to try to move towards 9.9. Leadership Style 9.9 – High concern for production and high concern for people. This style, 9.9, is called team leadership. According to the model, this is the pinnacle of managerial style. These leaders stress production needs and the needs of people equally highly. The premise here is that employees are involved in understanding organizational purpose and determining production needs. When employees are committed to and have a stake in the organization's success, their needs and production needs coincide. This creates a team environment based on trust and respect, which leads to high satisfaction and motivation and, as a result, high production. A typical statement from a team leader is, "I trust in my staff. They will make the right decisions." Applying the Blake and Mouton Managerial Grid to yourself. Think of some recent situations where you were the leader. For each of these situations, place yourself in the grid according to where you believe you fit. Now look critically at the results of these management situations. Should you work more with concern for people or with concern for production to move towards 9.9? If you are high in concern for production and low in concern for people, then you need to work on both communications with your staff and involvement of your staff. If you are high in concern for people and low in concern for production, then you need to draw up work plans for both your staff and yourself. If you are in 5.5, middle of the road, then you must challenge yourself and your team so you move towards 9.9. Now we shall review a criticism of the model invented by Blake and Mouton. There are situations where 9.9 is not optimal. If your company is in the midst of a takeover of another company and your staff are uncertain about their future, then it is probably necessary that you show more concern for people than concern for production. Conversely, if the company is in financial difficulties, you have to be more concerned for production than concerned for people, at least until the crisis is over. The opportunistic, or for that matter, the psychopathic leader, does not fit into the model. This type of leader manipulates staff and lies about production results if it serves his purpose. He never has focus on concern for production or concern for people. They are used to promote his personal goals.